I have 6 side hustles that no one is talking about, which can earn you over $400 per day while requiring little to no skills. All that's required from you is to pick an idea and get started. First side hustle on the list is real estate bird dog. This is someone that looks for investment properties by driving, walking through neighborhoods, or searching online. These are houses that may need a lot of work, that are distressed, offer the opportunity to flip or as a fixer-upper, foreclosures, and any other type of deals. Once you have found some leads, you then want to reach out to real estate investors. And when they have decided to buy the property and the sale goes through, you'll get a commission or a flat fee. This commission on a percentage basis could be between 2 to 8% of the profit from the deal, or in more typical scenarios, a fee ranging from $500 to $1,000 or more. Now imagine you found 4 properties throughout the week and all 4 of those properties managed to be sold. You would have made around $2,000 to $4,000 in 1 week from your efforts. Also, since you aren't actually involved in the purchase or selling of the property, you don't need a real estate license. This side hustle doesn't require any money to get started, and these properties can be found through trustee sales, MLS listings, online sites, local marketplaces, driving or walking through neighborhoods, foreclosure auctions, and signs that may be around your town, which are all good ways to find property. The best bird dogs are the ones that optimize by using a variety of methods to have the best chances of finding deals that investors are looking for. And once you have come across a property, you want to reach out to as many investors as you can. These are people that fix and flip houses, real estate wholesalers, or those that buy and hold properties as long-term investments. This is where it's important to work on building a network, as you can find these investors through a variety of ways, such as online forums and groups, meetup groups, and even at your local real estate events. Building a reputation for finding deals and having a network in your area will play a big part in how much more you can scale the potential earnings of this side hustle, and it can easily surpass the earnings of a day job. A side hustle that requires no skill, and if you love working with animals, is dog walking and sitting. There are many people that are willing to pay hundreds of dollars per week to have their dogs walked. Wag and Rover are 2 large pet service marketplaces which offer a variety of services along with dog walking, such as boarding, dog sitting, drop-in visits, and other stuff. Now, there are people making a few $100s for dog walking and dog sitting a few times a month as they please, just because they enjoy animals, and making some money is just a bonus. You can expect to make on average between $15 to $25 for 30 minutes for each dog that you walk, and $30 to $40 for a 60-minute walk. For example, if you're walking 3 dogs at once for someone, then this amount can be tripled. The same thing can be said if you're offering an additional service like pet sitting, which the dog or sometimes cat will stay with you. An additional service like pet sitting can be over $40 a day per pet. So for 3 pets, that could be over $120 per day. The variety of services that you can offer can really increase the amount of income that you can make, while some are making up to $5,000 a month who are willing to put more time and energy into this. Another thing worth mentioning that it's important when it comes to marketplaces like Rover is that you optimize your profile when it comes to photos and including captions, as well as ensuring you respond to requests as quickly as possible and give updated information and pictures to the owners if you're pet sitting or boarding. Getting good reviews and providing great care can go a long way towards increasing new and returning clients. This next side hustle, virtual bookkeeping, is great for people who enjoy math and working with numbers. As a bookkeeper, you're responsible for organizing, recording, and tracking a business's financial transactions. This is so a business owner can know how much is coming in and how much money is being spent. Then you would send them their financials so they can see the overall financial health of the business, monitor where the money is going, and know whether they're making money or if they're losing money. Even though no experience is required to get started with this, it does require some learning before jumping into it. You can get paid from between $30 to $70 per hour with this side hustle, while there's even some bookkeepers that are making well beyond that. The good news is, all you need to have to get started is a computer or a laptop and internet access. You will need to learn some accounting, so it'll be up to you whether you decide to learn through books, sources online, or pay for courses. You also need to invest in a bookkeeping software, for example, something like QuickBooks Online or Xero, and learn how to use it, as this will be one of the biggest tools for a bookkeeper. Once you have a grasp of some knowledge to start, When it comes to ways to try and get new clients, you have a variety of options. You could start within your own personal network, social media, referrals, freelancing sites like Upwork, your own website or blog, and even in-person meetups like various local real estate or business groups. With there being millions of small businesses in the US, there are endless possibilities when it comes to who can be your potential clients with this side hustle. The next side hustle is pressure washing, and with a little bit of manual effort involved, this is a great way to make some good money. This would involve pressure washing commercial or residential properties. For example, for businesses, this would be the outside of their buildings, the parking, signs, and walkways. And for residential, this would be people's homes, such as the siding of the house, porches, decks, and driveways. What makes this a good side hustle is that it has low overhead costs to keep the business running and low startup costs, which allows you to have high profit margins. Because of that, it's very possible to earn a few $100 to $1,000 a day through pressure washing. When it comes to getting started, there are a few things that you'll need, like hoses, nozzles, a vehicle to transport the equipment to a job, and the most important, the pressure washer. You can find cheaper pressure washers for a couple $100 when getting started, or use marketplaces to get better deals on your equipment. But you should definitely aim to try and get a high quality pressure washer. The reason for this is you can ensure that your equipment allows you to do a great job cleaning, which reflects on your reputation and the client, and you'll be able to take on bigger jobs. It'll last longer because it's built better and it's sturdier, and chances are it has a warranty, which can help with repair costs. Commercial level can cost a bit more, but the prices are not that outrageous. And it can be very attainable if you plan on upgrading once taking on more jobs. Aside from the equipment, if this is something that you really want to take seriously, then before going any further, you want to gain some knowledge. You can do this in a few ways, such as reading guides and blogs, watching videos on YouTube, study PSI guides so you know the different pressures for different types of surfaces, and research the different chemicals and soaps that you should be familiar with. And when it comes to finding customers, you have a few ways to approach this. First, reaching out to family and friends in your inner circle, using online sites like Handy, online marketplaces like Facebook, mail out flyers, local community offices. Also, if you're doing a great job and that also gets people to refer you to others, this can lead to turning this side hustle into a very profitable business. Next side hustle is TaskRabbit and Handy, which are the jack of all trades apps to make money. If you're someone that's handy and have a little bit of skills or experience in a variety of things, then this is definitely for you, as you can easily make money on the side by using your various skills. Handy and TaskRabbit are apps that allow people to hire you to do a variety of tasks like helping someone move, assembling furniture, mounting TVs, monitors, landscaping, and many other jobs. While a good portion of the jobs will likely take an hour or two at work, you can very well earn over $100 per task. And while there are some jobs that require more specialized skill, the majority don't. Having some basic knowledge of some tasks or how to use some tools can go a long way. With just that and some work ethic, you can easily make a few $100s a day. And even if you don't know the first thing about a wrench or a power tool, you still have quite a few options of jobs to choose from. Taking on a variety of different tasks is going to increase the amount of jobs that you can complete. And like the other side hustles, it's gonna be important to be professional, show up on time, and do the best job you can to ensure you get the most positive reviews. As this is extremely important, since a strong profile with positive ratings and a high completion of jobs will allow you to charge more for your services. This next side hustle is freelancing. This is someone who works for themselves and they're paid by their customers per task or hourly, depending on whatever the agreed terms are. Regardless of your skill level, whether you're a beginner or an expert, you can be a freelancer. There are many different platforms that you can get started with freelancing on for free, such as Fiverr, freelancer.com, and Upwork. Now, in order to get started with freelancing, you need to figure out what skills you currently have that you can monetize. Even if you don't have typical job experience, you may have some talents or hobbies that could potentially get you started in something. And if you have no experience at all, with all the resources and information available online, you can learn and develop a skill to get started. There are a wide range of categories on platforms like Fiverr where you can offer services like graphic design, where you can work on logo or packaging designs, video editing to help people with a variety of videos, whether it's from YouTube or business promos, digital marketing services like running Facebook ads or helping with organic growth on social media platforms. There's no limit to the opportunities, and it's up to you to decide the skill and niche that you want to develop in. How much you can make on freelancing platforms will depend on the rates of other freelancers within your field, along with experience, location, and reviews. Starting out, you will have lower prices in order to start building up your ratings, so later, as you grow, develop, and gain more ratings and take on more work, you'll be able to charge a premium. As a freelancer, you aren't just tied to using platforms only. You can combine this with ways of finding clients through different means, such as industry events, online groups, social media, or organizations related to your field. Let me know in the comments below which one of these side hustles is your favorite. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.